Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for today, I will explain on how to do taking off for the pad footing. Okay, pad footing. So you need to know the structure. First thing first, you need to know the structure. Which one is the pad footing? Which one is the stump? Alright, so in this illustration I will show you which one is which. Okay, so at this point, okay, this part, as you can see, this is pad footing. Okay, this is pad footing. Alright, so here you can see there is the ground level. So this is your ground beam. So this is your ground beam. So the thickness of your ground beam you can get from this cross section, section AA, which is 450 mm. So this is the thickness of your ground beam. And the stump is structure under the ground beam. This is your bottom ground beam. Okay, and this is your upper side of your pad footing. Okay, this part is your stump. Okay, this is your stump. So as I can show you, this is your stump. And if you want to know the size of your stump, you need to refer to this section, cross section. Okay, BB, section BB. So this is your section of your stump, which is, as you can see, if you can draw like this, the structure is the vertical structure. Okay, so the size is 125/450, and the height you can get from this. Okay, 1.8 is from bottom of your pad footing, okay, until your top ground level. So you need to minus with the thickness of your ground beam and also the thickness of your pad footing. So the thickness of your pad footing is H. So H you can get from this table, 450. So if I ask you what is the thickness of your stump, it is 1.8 minus thickness of your ground beam, which is 0.47. Thickness H is 0.45. So you will get the height of your stump, which is 1.8 minus 0.45 minus 0.45. So you will get this. Okay, so what is the answer? 1.8 minus 0.45 minus 0.45. So you will get the thickness or the height of your stump is 0.9. Right? So that is the first thing. Okay. So now what we are going to do? So we are going to do the taking off for both stump and also pad footing. So with that, basically you need to prepare this. You need to prepare the place. We know that the structure foundation is a substructure. Okay, a substructure. When we talk about substructure, it is located under the ground level. Okay, under the ground level. So you need to prepare the place. Okay, the space. Okay, you need to do excavation works. Okay, you need to do the excavation works. Okay, and the size of your excavation works is depending on the size of your pad footing. So your pad footing, the size of your pad footing in this case is given L1 times L2. So L1, L2, 1.5 meter, 1.5 meter. So you will get this. If let's say you do your punya cross-sectional or 3D, you will get this. Okay, this is the size of your from plan view. So from plan view you can see this is your pad footing, which is 1.5 times 1.5, L1 times LX, L1 times L2. Okay, so this is the view. So you need to do excavation based on this size, okay, the size, okay, 1.5 meter, so that you can prepare the formwork, okay, to place your pad footing. Okay, this is your, you will become your pad footing later on. Okay, your pad footing, and on top of your pad footing is your stump. Okay, this is the space for your stump. Okay, this is your stump. So you need to do the excavation. Okay, the excavation. Alright, so the depth, you need to calculate the depth, okay, of your pad footing. So referring to the explanation that I explained in the slide, okay, in the slide, okay, we know that the excavation works have been divided into 3 stages. Alright, 3 stages, so you can refer to the notes. Okay, so now I will try to show you on how to do the excavation works for the, according to the step, right, according to the stage, by referring this example 1. Okay, so the first step, okay, you need to prepare your taking of sheet. Okay, the taking of sheet times sync, the dimension column, quantity column, and also the description. Okay, the description column. So we want to do the excavation work. Okay, excavation work. Right. Okay, so the first one is you need to remove your topsoil. You need to remove your topsoil. So the thickness of your topsoil is 150 mm. Okay, this is standard lah. Okay, bear in mind your topsoil will be claimed in unit meter square. Okay, which is area lah. So area. So we know that the space or the size of your pad footing is 1.5, 1.5. So this is your area to remove your this is your 1.5, 0.15. Okay, your topsoil. You need to remove this one. So what you need to do, you can tulis, okay, at times in column how the numbers of the structure. In this case, 1. Okay, so the size of the area that you want to remove your topsoil is the size of your pad footing, which is 1.5, 1.5. So 1.5, 1.5. So meaning to say that the quantity of the topsoil to remove is 1 times 1.5 times 1.5, you get 2.5 250. So this is the area to remove, 2.250 meter square. Alright, so that is the first one, the first stage, removing the topsoil. Right, so the second one is you need to identify the trench depth. The second stage, you need to identify the trench depth. So by looking at this figure, okay, you address the, okay, the first stage you remove the topsoil. So the topsoil is 150. So you have removed. Okay, so what's next? You need to identify from the ground level. Okay, until you need to identify until the top, until the bottom. Okay, the last bottom. Okay, you want to excavate sehingga mana? Until which level? So you need to identify. Oh, under your, what we call it, under your pad footing, there is a lean concrete. Okay, the lean concrete. So the thickness of your lean concrete is 50 mm. So meaning to say that you check 1.8 from the ground level is not including the lean concrete. So meaning to say that, okay, you need to include the thickness of your lean concrete. So this is your final datum for you to excavate. Okay, your excavation work, the depth of your excavation work. So you need to check either the depth is more than 1.5 or less than 1.5. So how to check? Okay, so you need to, you can write your calculation here, depth to excavate, depth of excavation or depth of trench. Okay, trench. Okay, you need to check. Okay, 1.8 is from ground level to your bottom of pad footing, and then you need to plus with the lean concrete. So lean concrete, the depth of the thickness of the lean concrete is 0.05. Okay, 0.05. So the depth is 1.85. Right, so during first stage you already removed the topsoil. So the thickness of the topsoil is, okay, standard 0.15. So 1.70. Okay, so meaning to say that now you know you need to excavate till the depth of 1.0. Okay, so 1.0, okay, is more than 1.5 meters. So what you need to do, you proceed with the second stage. So second stage is trench depth, excavation of trench depth less than 1.5 meter. Okay, so this is your second stage. Okay, trench depth 1.5 meter. So you will take the first 1.5. Okay, so for trench depth less than 1.5 or equal to 1.5 is, you need to clear in unit cubic meter, meaning to say that volume. So once again you check the size of your pad footing is 1.5, length, the width is 1.5, and the depth you will take the first 1.5 because you want to comply with the second stage of excavation work. Okay, the numbers of your footing, including the stump is 1. So this is the volume. Okay, the volume is 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1 equal to 3.375. 3.375. So this is the second stage, the volume of soil which need to be excavated for the depth of 1.5. Okay, yet you have access. You have another 0.2. Okay, 0.2 which you need to excavate. Alright, so you need to proceed to the third stage. Okay, the third stage. Okay, the third stage. So the third stage is so trench depth more than 1.5, less than 3 meter. Okay, this also you claim in unit cubic meter. Right? So the depth, logically, the depth, okay, you can do like this. Total depth that you have calculated, so 1.7, okay, minus the depth that you have already considered in the second stage, which is 1.5, so you minus 1.5, so then you will get the depth as 0.2. So you will work with the this value 0.2. So next one is the numbers of structure. The size of the footing is 1.5, 1.5, and the depth is 0.2. So you take this value 0.2. So what is the volume of soil for this excavation? Stage number 3 is 1.5 times 1.5 times 0.2, the thickness or the depth, times numbers of fractures 1. So you will get the value is 0.45 cubic meter. Okay, so this is the volume of soil. Okay, so you already done the calculation or the taking of for the excavation work.